This week's Torah reading is rather wide-ranging. However, one topic of note is laws pertaining to, I don't want to say laws pertaining to poverty, laws pertaining to our relationship to the concept of poverty, to those in need. Charity, if you want to use that term. So unlike in the English etymology, charity is viewed as something that is a good thing to do, a nice thing, something beyond what you're required to do. And that's because it stems from the Latin word caritas, which implies exactly that. In Hebrew, we call it tzedakah. It's from the word tzedek, which means righteousness. Righteousness doesn't mean being good. It means fulfilling your requirements. Contrary to popular belief, a tzaddik is not a good thing. To call someone a tzaddik just means he follows the basics of his requirements. A chassid is someone who does more. A tzaddik doesn't mean a holy person. It means a person who fulfills his obligations. It is your obligation to take care of those in need. And why the Torah gives an interesting bit of social commentary. It says there will never cease to be poverty. Poverty shall not cease from the land. That's not a prediction. It's not a curse. It's not a promise. It's a simple observation of fact. In life, there will always be the haves and the have-nots. People ask, why do good things happen to bad people? Simply put, because life sucks. People suck. If every time something good happened to you because you did something good, you'd always do good. And if every time you did something bad happened to you, you'd always avoid it. That would turn us into automata. And you can't be said to be a good or a righteous person unless you're given the choice to be good. Because of that, other people have the choice to make decisions in their lives that can affect yours. You could be the most righteous person in the world and the safest driver, but if somebody else drinks and then gets behind the wheel, splat. Bad stuff happens in this world. There is no justice in this world. There's justice in the next world. That's why it's called the world of truth, because everything is manifest. Here, there always has to be that veil, that mask, if you will. As such, bad things will always happen to good people, and good things will always happen to bad people. There will always be the haves and the have-nots, and it has nothing to do with deservedness. Far too often in modern society, people look down on those who are homeless, who are poor, who are in need. Years ago, I was in New York. I saw a person. Funny thing in New York, there are so many people begging for money that they have to come up with gimmicks. I saw a person holding a sign that said, "Tell me off, $5." Sad. He got a taker, by the way. I heard the guy screaming at him from across the street. It's a shame. On the other hand, he got a customer, so. It has nothing to do with being a bad person. It's not a failing in character. It's a failing in luck. So, tell me off for what? For being unlucky? You can't tell someone off for being unlucky. There will always be the haves and the have-nots. If you are fortunate enough to be a have, remember that it is not through your merit that you have. And it is not through their lack of merit that they do not have. Part of the reason you were given what you were given is to do good within the world. Money, property, like anything else, are tools. I could buy a gun and commit mass murder. I could buy a gun and protect those who are oppressed. I could take money and do something bad with it. I could take money and do something good with it. Money is neither good nor bad. Money is a tool. And if I do something good with my money, does it make the money good? No, I'm good. If I do something bad with the money, it makes me bad. It doesn't make the money good or bad. If I have, it's because God wants me to use it. And if somebody has not, that's an opportunity for me. God is presenting me an opportunity to use what I have to make the world a better place for someone else. Remember that. It is not a nice thing to do. It is your obligation to take care of people to the best of your ability. Nobody has unlimited funds. I wish I could feed every poor person in the world. I can't. But with what little I do have, I can do my bit. And that's all he asked to do. Shabbat shalom, everyone.